Welcome to Chris Parkin Shooting Sports. I've had a few questions recently about some of the rear bags and front bags I've been using. Now, I got these three sent several years ago from Military First, and these are all Helikon bags. These all come flat packed, somewhat like this. You fill them up with rice or sand or injection molding means or anything like that that you prefer and choose to use. Some people don't like rice because it can absorb water, and yes, that's true, but funnily enough, I've just checked these ones, which I must have been using for 3 or 4 years, to see what I actually filled them with, and guess what? It's long grain rice, and I haven't had any problems. I've had an odd leaked bead here and there, but other than that, it's no real big issue. And if you look at this one, I can open that, you can see what's in it. It's full of rice, and obviously it'll spill if I do that now. But these all zip up, and they kind of fold under a little flap like that, so you don't tend to snag or lose them. Anyway, those are the ones that have been in use for years. I've probably used that one the most, that one the second, and that one the third, but they've just sent me a new one. This one is called the accuracy shooting bag. This is called a pillow. So this is a kind of intermediate size. I think it's somewhere between that one and that one. You can see on that one there's a little snag there that I've done, but it's not actually ripped or torn. And as I say, these are several years old, so we shall follow the same procedure with this one. Military First supply all sorts of clothing, t-shirts, hats, boots, trousers, all sorts of things. A lot of the stuff I wear is from Military First. This, for example, is a Pentagon fleece from Military First, and I am very fortunate they do sponsor my channel. So give them a look and have check things out, because these bags are not massively expensive. I think this one's about £18, and they do make shooting useful. Now, most people will probably pick one or the other because they've got one gun and they might use it at one range and they kind of know what they're going to need. I tend to carry lots of gear because I have to sort of improvise and use whatever I have got at the time. Now, this is plain old long grain rice. I think it was 52p for a bag from Asda. Other supermarkets and types of rice are available. I'm just going to give that a little bit of a gentle fill because you can guarantee doing this I will spill it somewhere, but so far so good. Nothing like doing things on camera to tempt fate without multiple hands to do it with. We'll fill that up, and of course, depending on how firmly you fill the bags, you can maybe add a little bit more, take a little bit out, because some people might choose to fold the bags, get them to do exactly what they want in the scenario they want it. So you can see these are all cordura, very, very heavy seams. You've got really nice stitching on it, it's all neat, and the zips are all YKK zips, so they're pretty tough and should last a long time. And as you can see there, that just snags under that, and you've still got the bag. Now that is probably, I don't know, maybe that's a little bit softer than I want it, but I would say there are regular times where I'm shooting a rifle. This is the one I shoot the most. It goes under the butt. I've got it there and I can grip that, and sometimes you might put it that way, other times you might put it that way, and because you can grip it with your spare hand and it controls elevation in a fine way. Now sometimes that's not just quite tall enough and I use that one, but it's not quite as easily grippable, that one. And you know what, I think that might work well with that and just give me that extra little bit of height, pinchability, whatever. I'm going to put a little bit more rice in it, but as you can see here, we've got carry straps there, so you can thread those onto the gun itself or put them on some molly webbing or something like that, maybe put them on your belt. And because if you're shooting, you might want to shoot. I was shooting the other day on a gravel road, and I could have really done with that under my arm, to be honest, because I couldn't be bothered putting my whole shooting mat out, but that would have just taken the gravel rash out a little bit. This one's got secure Velcro on it, so you can thread that through something, pop it through there, tag it where you want it. That's going to keep for life. It's got another lanyard there. You can maybe put that on a bit of string, anything like that, tag it on your gun, however you want it. But the point is, these things are so useful to have. And in the precision rifle world that we're so keen on now, does it ever hurt to have too many options of what particular bag you might use, because you want something, some scenarios, small, lightweight, and you can just slap it down on the hard surface, and that will then just take your gun, and of course the gun won't bounce then on the hard surface. Again, some people like really heavy sand, zircon sand I think it's called. You can have regular kiln dried sand, make sure it's dry of course, but I tend to like rice. Injection moulding beads are great, just little tiny, you know, caplets of polymer, but I don't happen to know anybody at the minute can give me a handful of them. I used to have a friend that used to just have bag loads of them because they just came by the multiple tonnage. But that, I really like that, and I think that is going to make a great combination for some of my further reviews. So, you know, keep your eye on my channel, on my reviews, because you're going to see, you've already seen these probably hundreds of times indirectly. They're certainly there on screen, and this one is another one to add to the repertoire or the set. It's saying on the label, right, this is designed in Poland, crafted in Vietnam. Read into that as you like. European patent, accuracy shooting bag pillow, Helikon Tex. Size is 250mm long, 150mm wide, 80mm thick. I presume that's probably at full kind of puffed up tension. Straps for adjustment, compression and weapon attachment. Carabiner, lanyard loop and YKK zippers. One size, it says on there. So that is that, and I'll be using these. I mean, these are the kind of things I will always carry, always use, and I do think that it's actually a really nice combination, that too, because when you compare it against some of the others, it just makes a nice setup. And of course, being soft, full of rice, they'll mold together. Nothing's going to bounce on them, and it's just going to work really well. Right, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell, and you'll see lots of reviews on rifles, scopes, optics, thermal, night vision, and other accessories. And this is one of those things that's an accessory that is not expensive. Great stocking filler for Christmas, although it is the 18th of June today, so maybe it's not Christmas time, although it is my birthday this week. So maybe I've bought that for myself because I quite like that, and I think it's going to do the job marvellous. Right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.